car running at 1.5 kilometers per minute, that is 90 kilometers per hour. The speed of the car is not constant though. It accelerates by 0.01 kilometer per minute square. That is, every minute its velocity increases by 0.01 kilometer per minute. You need to calculate how much distance would it travel in 30 minutes from the current moment. The answer to this question cannot be 1.5 multiplied by 30 is equal to 45 kilometer, as this assumes constant velocity. We know there is acceleration which is 0.01 kilometer per minute square. How do we incorporate the acceleration in our calculation? You could do the following. Assuming acceleration happens only at end of every minute. First minute distance covered is 1.5. Second minute it is 1.51. Third minute it is 1.52. So on and so forth, and you can add it up. Another way to do it is follow Newton's law of physics, which gives distance travelled as S is equal to ut plus half at square. The first term ut is the delta term, and the second term half at square is the acceleration term or the gamma term. What is acceleration? It is nothing but change in velocity over time. If we apply the same to bond delta, the change in value of delta vis-a-vis interest is the acceleration or gamma. We need to know the gamma, else our ability to figure out impact of change in larger movement in the value of YTM on the bond price will be similar to trying to find out how much distance the car will travel in 30 minutes, assuming speed is constant at 1.5 km per minute, even when you know there is acceleration. So that is gamma or the bond convexity. If we really want to find out how much the value of the bond will change for a say some delta Y change in YTM, it would be more accurately given if we include gamma too. This will be equal to change in YTM multiplied by bond delta plus half multiplied by bond gamma multiplied by change in YTM squared. You can compare this to the Newton's equation we looked at earlier. It is absolutely the same. The delta is initial velocity u, change in YTM is the time period, and gamma is acceleration. S, the distance, in that equation is replaced by change in value of the bond. We can improve our ability to predict this change if we combine both the bond delta and the bond convexity. The change in value of bond will be equal to change in YTM into delta plus half into gamma into square of change in YTM. This is exactly same as the Newton's equation. We have a function that calculates gamma of a bond or convexity of the bond. Gamma is nothing but change in value of delta divided by change in YTM rate. If delta at 2.5% is 28.66 and at 2.4% it is 28.75, then the gamma is 28.75 minus 28.66 divided by 2.4% minus 2.5%.